calamari. I'm a paper, say what's up to Cardi.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And my diamond shining, then you know it's Cardi.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And now, your Utah Jazz starting five. At point, 64 inches. Number 3, Ricky Rubio. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 2, Joe Ingles. Starting at forward, 15 and 6'10", Georgia Tech, at center, 7 feet 1 inch, number 27, Lee Gobert. The other guard, at 6'3", number 45, Donovan Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, your Utah Jazz.
We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena, the home of the Jazz, as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. And this is a dangerous team, there's no doubt about it, with the Western Conference's 4th best record.
Kevin, I'll tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand here today.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. And it's Utah's ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Boston, Irving and Boy with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the 3. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports, and you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
Irving passes to Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
They could use a big out here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up. Favors. And easy 2 points on the layup.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get the first one.
Irving against Rubio from 11 feet away. No good from Irving.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's Tatum. scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Tatum already showing some efficiency from beyond. Fantastic at getting the position he wants for the shot.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Here's Ingles. Gets the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Ingles has got his first bucket in this one. Irving kicks to Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Favors. Back to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 to shoot. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Williams against Favors. That shot off the mark. And Utah the other way now. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Utah. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. The Celtics also changing up. Morris comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Cephalosha has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Teams and conferences battling to get to the NBA Finals. Steve, what do you like to see in championship series?
Kevin, I would love to see teams that are kind of evenly matched a lot of times, both in style of play and then also to have the stars within the stars. And what I do hate, though, is a team that is at a disadvantage because of an injury. That's the one thing I hate, because you always have the debate, if this player wasn't hurt, what would be the outcome?
An efficient scorer, and Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Rubio with it. Guarded now by Irving. Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Horford against Cephalosha. Inside. Gobert can't hit.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Puts it up from 12. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Jazz have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game up. Cephalosha's shot is good.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Irving for 3. Rebound, Utah. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Now here is Cephalosha. 11 points last game. Here's Rubio. Second chance shot, and Gobert with the lay-in.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
Morris kicks to Irving. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. The pass to Hart, back to Horford. Over Gobert. Boston, no good that time either.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Cephalosha, and the jam is Cephalosha.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Cephalosha finds Crowder, lays it up and banks it in. Crowder's got his first 2 points of the night.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing, and so is this league.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
And so it's Utah, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that often. Right back after this break. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's really key to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. The guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
Jay Crowder out there with Cephalosha. Then it's O'Neal. That's Udo, and it's Burks in at the 2 guard. That's the group now for Utah.
Yeah, just a solid job on backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Jazz leading by 7. O'Neal with it. 8 points his last outing. Burks dishes to Cephalosha. Pulls it up. No good off the back of the rim.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Certainly a major strength of this Utah Jazz team is the way they can dominate on the defensive end.
Up and down the roster, there are a lot of solid defense. Rudy Gobert is the big name, but guys like Ingles, Crowder, Mitchell, and Rubio are all great as well. This team can just be suffocating defensively.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Joe Ingles comes in for Cephalosha. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Utah the rebound. Favors can't get it to go.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
And to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
There is nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Okay?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Ingles kicks to O'Neal. Outside Favors. Jacks up a 3. O'Neal misses. Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Outside, Smart. And it's Tice in the corner. Drops in the layup for 2. And that's now 6 points for Marcus Smart.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding the range here in the second.
Pass to Burks. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That is his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Boston on D. Haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Favors passes to Udo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ingles. Buries it down low. And the Jazz lead by 1.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he put his head down and makes a play.
Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Derek Favors. Was shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trail Blazers. Those 2 teams, I think I had my best run.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. O'Neal against Brown. O'Neal kicks to Udo. Ingles passes to Burks. Shot clock at 6. Here's Favors. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Joe Ingles. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Kyrie Irving comes in for Marcus Smart. Tipped away. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Burks. Some solid defense for Brown. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Williams finds Bain. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look for Utah. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Burks. And the Celtics also making a change. Horford's checked in. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Udo with the stuff.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in, and Williams throws it down.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Utah trailing here. Rubio outside. Udo kicks to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Jazz have been picked at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact break in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D and forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
It's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Mitchell.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
Smart against Rubio. Stolen by Smart for the finish. And slam dunked by Smart. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the outside. Crowder. 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Udo kicks to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Mitchell's got all tied up now for the Jazz.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell. Having him in the fold sets up this team moving forward.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Utah is shooting about 42% so far. To the middle. And it's Rubio. That on the assist by Mitchell.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looks to maximize the value of the possession.
Here's Smart. Here's Williams. Comes up empty down low.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
Tie game in Utah. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defense. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Right out of the gates, it was Utah setting the tone. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. The second quarter did not go as well for them as they saw their lead vanish and find themselves in a tie ball game. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when we're playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to hit the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. Really a sight to see when you get the kind of perspective from above. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Thabo Sefolosha with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really value each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the court for the Celtics, Irving at point with to his side. They're the backcourt. Williams is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. The three from Tatum. That one, no good. So Utah will take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
I mean, a tough matchup. Donovan Mitchell is too explosive, too strong, and he's only going to get better.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And being a part of one of the better draft classes of all time, Steve, I think you would agree, is Donovan Mitchell.
2017 was a deep draft. Featured tremendous talent at the top. Mitchell was a late riser on most people's boards, but still couldn't crack the top 10.
We know plenty of NBA players who are still inconsistent at the free throw line. Just how much of a skill issue is free throw shooting and how much is mental?
You know, I think for a lot of guys that are up in size, just being able to shoot the basketball. I tried it shooting a volleyball when your hand's so big, and that is tough. And that's a skill. But then I see a lot of guys mentally, you can tell is bothering them because they change their routine from year after year to keep finding different ways. They have to get comfortable putting the work and just stick to it. I think they go to too many different these shooting coaches saying have a quick fix, and usually it doesn't work, the quick fix.
Let's go now to the sideline, catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do, sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Ooh, thank you, G.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Williams passes to Irving. Back to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum with another miss. A tight game here in Utah. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far. Royce O'Neal's in for Utah. Alec Burks comes in for Mitchell. And a new group in for the Celtics. Aaron Baines is checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. Morris is checked in for Tatum. And McCaw's in for Brown. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The Jazz shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And he's done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
McCaw, the pass to Tice. Count that bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
It's to Gobert on the wing. Ingles. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Outside Bears. Knocks it loose. Irving steal. Yes, that goes in. And it's a 4-point Boston lead.
The anticipation of Kyrie steals it away, kicks off the fast break.
Ingles finds Gobert. O'Neal with it. Guarded by Morris. Ingles in the corner. Passes it to Favors. 4 on the shot clock. The Jazz with another miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Tice, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Ingles against Irving. Works for 3. It's rebounded by Tice.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
A cold stretch offensively, for sure.
A tremendous athlete. Unfortunately for Burks, he has had some bouts with injuries, but he's a guy who can take over stretches with length and quickness.
Well, Alec Burks, he's just one of those guys you just love to watch attack the rim and attack that defense.
Yes, he's a nice ball handler, can create his own offense. He can get to the rim, and he gets to the line. He only needs a better jump shot to take the next step.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. Tavo Cephalosha subbed in for Joe Ingles. Irving's shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Morris against O'Neal. Pulled loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Jumps up. Morris, no good. And the foul on Marcus Smart. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Free throw good, Burks.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2-guard who can really light it up.
And Burks hits 2 free throws.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Boston lead by 4. Out left to the wing. The pass to Smart. Kicks it to Baines. Morris outside. Smart up top. Burks covering. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Utah. And here's Cephalosha for three. It's rebounded by Tice. Boston's get blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Smart against Burks. Outside Irving. Celtics sing it around. Shot clock at 5. That shot off. So Utah will take it the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. O'Neal kicks to Crowder. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Utah, they have shot 10 of 11. Nice work so far for them. And the first one drops. And the Jazz with some changes. Udo comes in for Gobert. And it's Mitchell in for O'Neal. The Celtics also changing it up. Al Horford back in for Aaron Baines. Tatum comes in for Daniel Tice. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Boston leading by 4. Irving passes to Morris. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Irving. Horford dishes to Irving. Out to Morris. Back to Irving. Let's go. And he overshot that one, missing. For Utah, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Shot by Crowder, no good. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field in the third quarter. Tatum's shot is off.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Here's Irving. Here's Horford. Off target. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And there's a call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 5th foul.
Just a little too aggressive. His 5th foul of the night. Expect them to go right at him to try to pick up number 6.
Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Udo out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Horford finds Williams. And there's the 3-second violation. Jazz trail by 4. Now, here's Rubio. Here's Crowder. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Crowder's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Utah. Irving from long range. And the 3-ball is good.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
Kyrie, an outstanding free throw shooter and very crafty, working himself to the line.
The first one falls. The Jazz making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. Well, the defense has been good. A lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Tatum drives in. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Sefolosha against Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Steve, you'll remember Favors had that impressive rookie season, but he's been somewhat up and down since.
He's kind of a school power forward. Might have been an all-star 20 years ago. But nowadays, the best forwards can shoot from range and can defend on the perimeter.
First free throw is good.
Well, you know he's the former 3rd overall pick of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement, productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
And Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Horford the pass to Tatum. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hand as much as possible.
On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, Tatum plays with a lot of confidence. He feels like he can take on anyone and already proving to be a great leader at his age.
Mitchell against Brown, and Rubio kicks to Crowder. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. The offensive rebound. Favors. Misses in close.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Here's Brown. Rebound, Utah. Crowd got rebound number 5 here tonight. Mitchell outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. And the basket by Rubio.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
I'm so surprised in a game this close. I know it's easy to criticize, but the D has to be better in the 4th.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And for so long it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
And on our sideline, reporter David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He gave them props for their defense. He said the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, force turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Jazz trail by 7. Stolen by Smart. To the inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Can't say enough about Tatum. Terrific confidence, always looking to put the ball in the basket.
For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter. So they are 2 of 6. Favors against Horford. Rubio finds Gobert. Pocket 6. Here's Mitchell. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Terrific job in the screen and roll. Mitchell creates, whether it be for others or for himself.
Rubio against Smart. Here's Williams down low. Horford. The shot off that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. So Favors will bring it up for Utah. Here's Rubio. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum. Rebounded by the Jazz. Now Ingles. Rubio right side. Floats one. Williams with the block. Here's the break. Got a piece of it, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And that one, good.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping to the spotlight right now.
Rubio against Smart. There's the dish to Brown. On the wing, Williams. He kicks to Horford. Back to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Yeah, give it up for the feed from Horford. He's a playmaker, and you love having a big man show off that kind of vision.
Jazz trail by 7. 11 feet away. Rubio misses.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Nice shot by Smart.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
It's stolen by Brown. Fires, high post. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's an 11-point lead. Here's Mitchell. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Williams comes with the double team. Rubio finds Favors. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Favors can really hurt you from inside the paint. If he gets the ball in a good spot, he has the size and length needed to bury the shot.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten to him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Shooting for Utah, Ricky Rubio. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8.
What you get with Rubio, good size for a guard, terrific playmaker, and trying to become a better scorer.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tice to McCaw. And again, Boston with the triple.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 10. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
You know, this part of the game, focus on good execution. The rest take care of itself.
There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. O'Neal kicks to Burks. Buries it from 3-point range.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor. A highly efficient shooter.
Burks with the steal. From deep. Missed. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it, motivation, to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Al, congrats. Tough tonight. When do you think you guys really locked in and started taking control of the game?
It all started the second half. We didn't do a good job the first half. We didn't hang around. But, you know, at least we reacted better the second half. This is one of those games that we just had to, you know, will our way win this.
A lot of games like that, you have to kind of just grind out, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Irwin Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.